We have received official reports concerning influential decisions in one of these matches. We are closely reviewing all technical reports and assessments related to these crucial games, and we will request clarification from the involved parties regarding incidents that should have been reviewed more thoroughly and comprehensively using video technology. These words, although couched in FIFA's typically diplomatic tone, open the door wide to speculation, especially after sources close to FIFA, as reported by French outlet Le Monde Sportif, confirmed that the statement referred specifically to the handball incident inside the penalty area in the 25th minute, which referee Marciniak ignored, despite clear replays showing the ball striking the hand of Inter Milan defender Francesco Acerbi. Surprise! FIFA deems VAR ignorance in Acerbi. Incident, a violation of standard procedure. In an internal report leaked to some European media outlets, FIFA revealed shocking observations about the refereeing performance during the match. The report, which has not yet been officially published, described the referee's failure to consult VAR for the Acerbi incident as an incomprehensible decision, adding that, according to the established protocol, cases involving potential handballs inside the penalty area that are likely to affect the result must be mandatorily reviewed via video technology. Failing to do so, particularly in a decisive match like a semi-final, constitutes a breach of technical responsibility. The report further noted that the penalty awarded to Inter Milan following Pau Cubarsi's challenge, despite first touching the ball, was highly controversial within FIFA's referee review room. Some observers pointed out that the on-field referee did not allow enough time to examine the incident properly, while the VAR referee was instructed to review it from only a single camera angle. FIFA hints at sanctions, and Paris prepares for independent investigation. In light of these developments, French newspaper L'Équipe reported that FIFA is considering the possibility of excluding referee Simon Marciniak from officiating in the final stages of the upcoming Club World Cup or any major upcoming continental tournament, citing failure to implement refereeing procedures accurately. On the other hand, Spanish radio Cadena SER stated that FC Barcelona, having already received initial signals from high-level FIFA officials indicating genuine concern over what transpired, intends to formally request an independent investigation into the match events. This would include a review of the VAR team's interventions and the reasons behind the lack of involvement. Media bombshell. Former FIFA official confirms confused instructions in a VAR room. In an explosive statement to Sky Italia, a former member of FIFA's referees committee declared, "What happened in the Inter versus Barcelona match was not just a misjudgment, but a series of inconsistencies in applying the VAR protocol. It is evident that there was a kind of confused guidance in the video room. Some footage warranted stoppage and review, yet it was ignored, and this cannot simply be justified as an honest mistake." Barcelona responds, "What was hidden was greater." In the first official reaction following FIFA's statement, FC Barcelona issued a brief declaration. "We value FIFA's implicit acknowledgement of refereeing errors that impacted the match result. We have always demanded fairness and equal opportunity, and we now look forward to a transparent investigation that uncovers everything that was hidden, because we believe what happened was more than just poor judgment." The world wonders, has the era of real refereeing accountability begun? FIFA's reaction, albeit delayed, sent a positive shockwave through the global football community, as the governing body has rarely even implicitly acknowledged the possibility of grave refereeing errors in elite matches. The statement also sparked serious questions about the future of video technology and its effectiveness if not employed at crucial moments. With this rare declaration, it appears European football is entering a new era of scrutiny and accountability, where even the most renowned referees face international questioning, and Simon Marciniak may be its first casualty. Gavi, the Barcelona player, appeared heartbroken after his team exited the UEFA Champions League at the hands of Inter Milan. Barcelona were eliminated from the Champions League on Tuesday, following a 4-3 defeat in the second leg of the semi-finals, after the first leg had ended in a 3-3 draw. Gavi wrote on his personal Instagram account, "It's incredibly tough, especially knowing how close Barcelona were to qualifying. They didn't want us in the final because of the season we're having. He added, "It doesn't matter how many years it has been since we last won the Champions League. Even though I know it's incredibly difficult and I wish to win it every year, I'm sure we will if we all stick together. I know it will happen." The Barcelona player continued, "No matter how intense our emotions are now, we can still finish this season by winning 3 trophies. This club wasn't expected to win anything before the season began." And Gavi concluded, "It's been an amazing season despite this setback. Let's give everything in Sunday's match and win it." Henry, Barcelona will forget the bitterness of elimination against Real Madrid. French star Thierry Henry, former Barcelona player, said that the El Clásico against Real Madrid will make the Catalans forget the pain of their Champions League elimination. Barcelona lost their chance to reach the Champions League final after a marathon match in which they were defeated 4-3 in the semi-final second leg against Inter Milan. Barcelona will face Real Madrid in the La Liga El Clásico on 11 May at the Estadi Olympic Luis Companys, and the match's outcome will greatly influence the title race. Henry, Barcelona stars must overcome Inter heartbreak. Henry told Spanish newspaper AS, "The best thing Barcelona can do now is play against Real Madrid. It's a match you always want to play." He continued, "The game will help prevent you from dwelling too long on this bitterness of elimination." Henry added, "The gap between Real Madrid and Barcelona is 4 points. The team can win the title by beating their arch-rivals, and that's when you'll forget the Champions League exit." He concluded by saying, "Difficult things will follow you with time, but you have to know how to survive them." Would you like this translated into a YouTube script format or need subtitles prepared from this? FIFA's reaction shocks Barcelona and the world after Inter Milan match. In an unprecedented development, and following the escalating wave of criticism and intense controversy surrounding the decisions made by Polish referee Szymon Marciniak during the second leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-final between Barcelona and Inter Milan, the International Federation of Association Football, FIFA, issued a response described by observers as shocking and unusual. FIFA expressed surprise at what transpired during the match and, for the first time, albeit indirectly but notably, hinted that some refereeing decisions made at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza may have directly impacted the course of the match and harmed the Catalan side. FIFA statement, diplomatic yet direct language. In a detailed statement issued by FIFA's refereeing committee, it read, "We regret the level of officiating tension that overshadowed several semi-final matches in European competitions. Barcelona fans attack Araujo after Champions League exit. Uruguayan defender Ronald Araujo, a player for FC Barcelona, came under heavy criticism from the Catalan club's fans after their elimination from the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. The Catalan side was knocked out in the semi-finals of the Champions League by Inter Milan after a 4-3 defeat at the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium in the second leg. The Uruguayan defender came on against the Nerazzurri in the 76th minute of the second half and was involved in Inter's third goal, scored by Acerbi. Ronald Araujo disables Instagram messages. According to Spanish newspaper Sport, Araujo will not have fond memories of the second leg of the Champions League semi-final, as he was involved in the incidents that led to the last 2 goals, which secured Inter's comeback and qualification at Barcelona's expense. The paper added that in the first goal, Araujo was poorly positioned in front of Acerbi, and in the second, he lacked decisiveness against Thuram, despite physical strength being one of his main assets, especially against a visibly tired player. It continued that after the match, Araujo did not show any self-criticism, saying, "Do you think I lacked decisiveness? In the first moment, I was marking him from the front, without having re-watched the footage." Regarding the second, he commented, "In football, there are coverages, and through them, such goals can be prevented." The report concluded that his statements did not sit well with many Barcelona fans, who rushed to his Instagram account to direct criticism, some of which was harsh and inappropriate, prompting the player to disable the ability to comment on his posts. Gavi's message after Barcelona bid